Hi guys, so today I collected some nettles. When I collected them I made sure that you get the young ones at the top. The older ones can be a very bitter, and that's what I've heard anyway. I've never tasted nettle tea fresh before. I've got my mug here, and I used a little tea infuser. Put the leaves in there, crush them up in my hands, put them in there, and then let the water come to a boil. Put it in for about 5 to 8 minutes, and now it's done. I'll just show you what the water looks like inside. Let's put it to the side. Okay, so that is what the colour consistency is. It's pretty much clear, but I should be able to get quite a few nutrients from using the nettle, and it's supposed to be quite tasty, so here it goes. Let's see what it tastes like. Extremely hot still. It's quite bland, to be honest. I might let it cool down for a little bit and taste it. It might taste a lot better once cooled down. Maybe if I had some honey, I could add some honey to it, sweeten it up. But it's not so bad, to be fair. Oh, I love it here. Nobody about, nice and peaceful, nice and quiet. You can hear the birds chirping in the background. There's a bee. Got some more firewood on. There you go. Just letting get some more embers, because in a minute I'm going to be using. Let's move that to the side. Got rice, mushrooms from home, although I wish I would have got fresh ones. I've got tin of tuna, salt and pepper. So not a great amount. Splinter. But what I do is I carry this around me. I was watching a guy called MCQ, amazing, knowledgeable guy who does a lot of bushcraft. Got the inspiration to using the old yeast jar here, but instead of using goose fat, because I'm a vegetarian, I use coconut oil, which works great. It hardens up just like goose fat does when it's rendered. Carry it around with you. Keep it in a bag though, because when it gets to a certain temperature it can start to turn to a liquid, but when it's in colder climates it stays fairly dry, and you just take it out the top, put it in your frying pan, and away you go. Although I say I'm a vegetarian, which I am, I think it's good practice to go into the bush, and if you were to catch any wild game or any rabbits or anything like that, you know, to use it, it's gonna be fresh meat at the end of the day. You know where it's coming from. You know that it's fresh. You've got the meat and collected it yourself, and you know, it's good for you. It gives you the protein you need when you're out here. Being a vegetarian out in the bush, say if I was out here for a week, I'd find it very difficult to just live off mushrooms and greens. Although I can get quite a lot of roots from dandelion, from cat's tails, etc., it could still be very difficult to get such a high intake of carbohydrate and be able to use the expenditure throughout the day. So getting the protein from a bird such as wood pigeon or a pheasant, or getting a rabbit or a squirrel, can really help you, and the meat could last you a couple of days if you prepare it. You can dry it if you're experienced enough, which I'm not, but my plan is to get out there eventually next time I go camping with the tarp and the hammock, and go out with a slingshot with 12mm BBs and see if I can get some rabbits. Great little experience if I can. And like I said, if I get myself a rabbit, I know where it's come from, I know it's fresh, and I will eat it. Whereas all this mass-produced stuff you get in the factory, in the local supermarkets, now you don't know where it's come from. It's been processed to such a speed that is unnatural, and there's too much crap in it. There's a lot of chemicals that can be in with that meat. Whereas, you know, if you get the right game out here and it looks healthy, then why not eat it? You know, it's good for you. Anyway, I'm gonna get this this rice on the go. I think I'm gonna have my nettle tea, then get my rice on the go. I'm gonna fry some mushrooms with some tuna and have it with the rice, and I'll take you through that process when I do it. Okay, see you in a bit.